In this video, we're going to be talking about some of the most spookiest and scariest Halloween sneakers that have ever been created. Some you can actually buy, and some that were specifically made for certain events but not available for retail. Anywho, to start off the Halloween list, we got the Nike SB Dunk Low Freddy Kruegers. Released in 2007, these special edition Dunk Lows were supposed to be going for retail for only $110. But everybody knows the story of what happened to these shoes. But in case you don't know, there was a murder that took place at one of the Nike shoe factories while in production of the shoe. And the legend goes that some of the blood on the shoes is from the victims, so they had to recall all the pairs. Okay, just kidding. The real reason is really lame. Due to legal issues with the movie studio that made the movie, New Line Cinema, only 30 pairs were created for samples, thus making these really hard to buy. Apparently on StockX, they have some legit pairs, and can cost you up to $80,000 for a size 9, and for a size 9.5, they can go for $138,000. Which is insane. The crazy thing is that apparently at a lot of sneaker cons, there are always someone selling, a real pair.
I now have 2 pairs. This pair is legit. Also,
next, we have the Nike Dunk High Coraline. Released in 2009, these unique style Dunk Highs were supposed to go for $95 on retail. The reason they didn't will shock you. Okay, just kidding. The reason is that these shoes were made to promote the release of the 2009 Leica Studios film, Coraline. Hence, the design looks similar to the knitted dolls in the film. In order to be able to get these knitted design shoes back in 2009, you first had to go see the movie while it was in theaters. And while watching the movie, you had to watch it till the end and sit through the entire end credits and watch closely, because there would be a secret code that would appear in the movie in order for sneakerheads to get a hold of the shoe. Checking on StockX, they have a few pairs anybody can buy. If you got $2,400 lying around, you can get yourself a size 10.5. But if the 10.5 size is a little bit too big for you, you can go down half a size to a 10. But that's going to cost you around $69,000. That is not a joke. Go on StockX and look up at size 10 for those shoes. Moving on, we have the Nike Air Force 1 Low Frankenstein, which were released in 2006. Man, the 2000s had a lot of cool shoe collaborations with Nike. Unlike the other 2 previous shoes in this video, these did get a retail release. According to the internet, they were released on retail for $190. Taking a closer look at the shoe and at the name, it's clearly inspired by the classic horror movie monster, Frankenstein. Which, by the way, pause. Hold on. Can we talk about something that people don't really know? In the novel Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, Frankenstein isn't the name of the monster. He doesn't have a name. The doctor that created the monster is called Victor Frankenstein. Although, when speaking to Victor Frankenstein, he refers to himself as the Adam of your labors. Okay, moving on from the Frankenstein rant. If we look on StockX, they have a few pairs that sell for around $450. The thing is, since these shoes are from 2006 and they sell them, which are authentic, maybe they could be fakes since StockX has slipped and sometimes they ship out fakes. Okay, next we have the size X Bance Skate High 38DX Halloween. Yes, that's the name of the shoe. It's super long. These shoes were released back in 2019 for around $95. Looking back to the name, why does it say size with a question mark? Well, Size is a UK sneaker supplier that over the past has done a lot of collaborations, but in 2019 they partnered up with Bance for a Halloween collaboration on the Skate High shoe. Even though this isn't the first time they collaborated, it's certainly one of their most standout shoes. These shoes are available on StockX with limited sizes and can be bought for around $450. I really like these shoes. They're super stylized, and people never talk about them. I'm sure that's why it's so hard to even find a pair. People might not even know they exist. Moving on, we go back to Nike with the Air Force 1 Skeleton Halloween that were released in 2018. Not to be confused with the various versions that have been released since 2018. According to the internet, these bad boys were released for $130 on retail. Last year, Nike celebrated its 40th anniversary. The Air Force 1s were released in 1982 and years later, the shoe is still incredibly popular. So when Nike decided to put a foot of a skeleton on the sides of the shoe and call it good, you would think that people would reject the shoe. Instead, people loved it, and Nike made different colorways of the skeleton shoe. These shoes are very popular, in fact, that out of all the colorways, the white ones are the most expensive on StockX. For a size 9, they can go for $480, and for a size 13, they can go up to $1,200. It's crazy how just a foot of a skeleton on the shoe can make a huge difference between a regular pair of Air Force Ones and these ones that you'd only wear for like a month. Alrighty, in the number 5 spot, we got the Off-White X Nike Blazer All Hallows Eve. I bet you didn't expect to see an off-white Halloween shoe, but here we are. These shoes were released back in 2018 and were on retail for $130. These off-white shoes seem not to be the most popular with the sneakerheads. Designed by the late Virgil Abloh during Off-White's collaboration when working with Nike, the All Hallows Eve Nike Blazer is one of the 2 Halloween-inspired shoes, with the third just being a standalone design. This design is recognized by its strong pumpkin seed tint and colorful swoosh. And since we mentioned the other shoe, which is Halloween-inspired, which really is cool, but it's just a black shoe with a white Nike logo. These shoes on StockX can vary from different price points. Listen to this. For a size 7 to a size 11, these shoes range from $500 to $900. But if you want a size 11.5 to a size 15, these shoes can range you from $1,000 to $29,000, which is crazy. On the number 4 spot, we got the Nike Dunk Low Halloween. These simple but super effective shoes came out last year, and man, do they look great for the fall months. They definitely are a Halloween October shoe for sure. When these were released last year, they went on retail for $120. This Nike Dunk Low in orange patent leather over a white leather base with details of black is also perfect as a shoe that can be worn throughout the whole year. But like I said, during the fall is when these shoes become perfect with those dark colors and outfits. These shoes are more of a jack-o'-lantern inspired shoe, so personally I would have named these the jack-o'-lantern Dunks Lows. Super simple but effective. Okay, going on StockX, these shoes are some of the most reasonably priced shoes. As for a size 7, you can get these for $180, and for a size 10.5, you can buy these for $410. Personally, these for me would be number 1 for the best fall shoes, but since this is a list video for the best shoes for the month of October/Halloween, we have to get these to be number 4. Let us know if we should make a video for the best fall shoes. On to the number 3 spot, we got the Nike SB Dunk Low Mummy. From a distance, these shoes look used, beat, tainted, like someone had these shoes for a year and these were the only shoes they could wear, and you know, they only used these shoes like just straight to Goodwill. But when we get close, they're pretty cool. These were released back in 2021 and were on sale for $110. These SBs are actually really nice and detailed. It looks old and aged like a mummy. It's wrapped but falling apart like tape on a mummy. The sole has a greenish tint to it with a bluish tint to the Nike logo. Nike easily could have stopped there, but with the extra mile. If we look at the back of the shoe, we see 2 red mummy's eyes staring out and looking at you. And inside of the shoe of the tongue, we see Pharaoh's eye. Now that's impressive. Switching to StockX, we can see that these shoes can sell for around $250 for a size 4.5. And for a size 15, that's actually going to cost you around $900. But, you know, if you're wondering, hey, I don't have super small feet, or I'm not, you know, Bigfoot's cousin for all these big sizes, then if that's the case and you're normal sized like me, then the overall price for these shoes is around $550. You know, like a PS5. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we got the Nike SB Dunk Low Day of the Dead. All right. So another Nike SB Dunk Low for second place, but you know, give me a second. These shoes are awesome, and these released back all the way in 2006. These shoes, when they were released, were on sale for $80. Damn, that's a steal. Now, this Day of the Dead shoe, or aka Dia de Muertos shoe, is a gem. This shoe is filled with details. Let's take a closer look, shall we? First off, this pumpkin orange and midnight black covered SB silhouette is outlined with spooky purple all over the shoe. By itself, that colorway is great, but Nike went hard in this head shop with this shoe, and they said, yeah, now add colorful spooky skeletons, and boom, we got purple, white, green, and orange skeletons and a black Nike swoosh logo, and at the back we have a standard Nike logo in white, but nothing inside the tongue of the shoe. But you know, that still makes this shoe amazing and great. Now it's time to see what the number 2 most spookiest Halloween shoe cost, and brace yourselves because this is crazy. For a size 10, we can get these bad boys for a simple $5,000. That is not a joke. And for a size 8, you can get, you know, these shoes if you have some spare change lying around, because it's going to cost you around $10,000. It's crazy how much these shoes can go for. Now, before we unveil the number 1 most spookiest Halloween shoe, a word from today's sponsor. Just kidding, we don't have a sponsor yet. But if you still want some spooky sneakers for Halloween or the fall, I got some good recommendations that won't break the bank. So here we go with the speed round. Alright, so for the first shoe, we got the Nike Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort 2. These are currently in the Nike app selling for around $150. These shoes have a very fall feel for them. So, you know, with the suede, with the Jordan brand logo, and the use of black and tan as the base of the shoe's colorways, with the final touches of orange at the heel and at the bottom really complete the shoe. Plus, the Zoom Air green tongue logo is an extra touch. Super nice. If you feel that $150 is a little too much, maybe consider the Air Jordan 1 Mid SE. These shoes are on the Nike app for $135 and they look sick. If you feel the Zoom Comfort 2 shoes are too bright and want something more dark, here is your next best option. These are a combination of a nutback leather and suede with the Jordan brand logo, but with the shoe silhouette a little bit smaller. The shoes are amazing with the black as the base of the shoe and are the Jordan logo, with orange for the extra details like the heel, the toe box, and the Nike logo. As an extra, we have a red outline all over the shoe, even in the Jordan logo. These shoes are personally my favorite. Lastly, if even $135 is a little too much for you, and you want something with a little less higher top than the Jordan 1 Mid SE, I have another option for you. Here we got the Jordan 1 Low SE. This shoe is super nice and stylish. You can buy these on the Nike app for $120. If you thought the Jordan Mid was too dark and wanted a little bit more color, these are perfect for you. This shoe is a combination of nutback leather and textiles with the Jordan brand logo at the heel of the shoe. The shoe primary colors are gray and black with orange to add the finishing touches, like from the Nike logo at the top. With that out of the way, let's take a look at the number 1 Halloween shoe, with finally number 1 being the Nike SB Dunk Low Night of Mischief. Okay, I know, another Nike SB Dunk Low, but hear me out. These released back in 2019, but look at these shoes. They're pretty nice. The colors, the designs, everything just screams Halloween. And if you got your hands on them, they were apparently on sale for $90, which in my opinion is a freaking steal. It's kind of hard to believe how much they went on retail for. Now they would actually just be sold for around $150. Alright, we have a lot to talk about this shoe, so get ready. There are so many details that make this the spookiest shoe. So let's start from the bottom. The green slime soles with a bit of pumpkin orange just strikes with attention. As we move up, the orange toe looks nice, but if we look closer to look at the design, it has a pumpkin face on it, which is really cool. The purple laces are a super nice touch, and on the sides we have an orange Nike logo with a spider web and a spider towards the end. And to top it all off, the midnight black shoe is also purple on the inside. And at the end of both shoes, one shoe says trick and the other says treat, while the tongue of the shoe has a ghost inside, and the front has a slime green Nike logo that's oozing. As you can tell, I'm a super big fan of these sneakers. Looking at StockX, if you want to get them, in either a size 8 through 11, they're going to cost you from around $400 to $700. But if you wear a size 14, I got some bad news for you, because that's going to cost you around $1,500. When Nike made these, you can tell they had fun and made them with love for us sneakerheads. These shoes just give you Halloween vibes that most shoe designers should learn from. And that's it for this video. Let me know if I missed a Halloween shoe that was not mentioned in this video, and make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.